The names once beloved and celebrated under the ever-glowing lights of Hollywood now face the harsh realities of life, battling invisible struggles with mental health and devastating addictions that have shattered both careers and personal lives. These stars were once idols to millions, dazzling on screens and red carpets. Yet behind the glitz lay a world filled with crushing pressure, deep loneliness, and emotional scars too painful to name. In today's video, we dive deep into the heartbreaking stories of their downfall, unveiling the truth behind faces you may no longer recognize and exposing the true cost of fame, a price far greater than most can bear. Margot Kidder, born on October 17, 1948 in Yellowknife, Canada, won the hearts of audiences with her iconic role as Lois Lane in the Superman films alongside Christopher Reeve. Her charm and talent earned her roles in over 100 films and television shows, including Black Christmas and the Amityville Horror. Despite her success, Kidder faced significant personal struggles, including a public battle with bipolar disorder and financial difficulties. In 1996, she experienced a mental health crisis that led to a period of homelessness, relying on friends and shelters for support. Nevertheless, she showed resilience by continuing her acting career, inspiring her fans along the way. Kidder passed away on May 13, 2018 at the age of 69, leaving behind a legacy of strength and talent. Jan Michael Vincent, known for his rugged look and roles in films such as The Mechanic and Hooper, was once a heartthrob of Hollywood. His career spanned over 2 decades, during which he starred alongside legends like John Wayne and Burt Reynolds. However, personal demons haunted him, leading to struggles with addiction and legal troubles. By the early 2000s, Vincent faced severe difficulties, including substance abuse and financial struggles, which left him homeless on the streets of California. His health deteriorated, culminating in the amputation of one of his legs due to an infection. Despite these challenges, he sought help and became an inspiration to others with his resilience. Vincent passed away on February 10, 2019, at the age of 74, leaving behind a legacy of talent and a cautionary tale about the darker side of fame. Erin Moran, born on October 18, 1960 in Burbank, California, won the hearts of audiences with her role as Joni Cunningham in the iconic sitcom Happy Days. Her charming performance, especially the romance between Joni and Chachi, played by Scott Baio, made her a teen idol throughout the 1970s and early 1980s. Despite early success, Moran faced significant struggles after the show ended, including financial instability. She was even evicted from her California home in 2010 and came close to homelessness. Moran also dealt with personal challenges, including alcohol addiction and an unstable marriage. Sadly, she passed away on April 22, 2017, at the age of 56, due to complications from stage 4 throat cancer. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of fame. Yet her legacy as Joni continues to bring joy to her fans. Leif Garrett, born on November 8, 1961 in Hollywood, California, became a teen sensation in the 1970s, captivating fans with his good looks and hit songs like I Was Made for Dancin'. However, his rapid rise to fame was followed by a sharp decline as addiction took over his life. Garrett's battle with substance abuse led to legal troubles, financial instability, and even periods of homelessness, overshadowing his once promising career. Despite multiple attempts at recovery, he continued to face ongoing struggles to regain stability. Today, Garrett still confronts the consequences of his past, demonstrating resilience. His story serves as a clear reminder of the darker side of fame and the importance of support in life's difficult battles. If you found this story meaningful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful stories about Hollywood stars. Dana Plato, born on November 7, 1964 in Maywood, California, became a household name for her role as Kimberly Drummond in the hit sitcom Different Strokes during the late 1970s and early 1980s. Her sweet and charming acting won the hearts of many, but behind the spotlight, she struggled to transition to adult roles after the show ended. This led to financial difficulties, limited opportunities, and a battle with addiction, which caused legal troubles and even periods of homelessness. Despite her efforts to turn her life around, Plato could not escape her challenges. Tragically, she passed away on May 8, 1999 at the age of 34 from an overdose, later confirmed to be a suicide. Her story is a painful reminder of the pressures faced by child stars and the need for mental health and addiction support. Mindy McCready, born on November 30, 1975 in Fort Myers, Florida, became a country music sensation in the mid-1990s with hits like Guys Do It All the Time and 10,000 Angels. Her powerful voice and heartfelt lyrics resonated with fans, earning her both commercial success and critical acclaim. However, despite her musical accomplishments, McCready's life was plagued by personal struggles. She faced an ongoing battle with addiction, leading to multiple arrests, probation violations, and highly publicized custody battles. Her personal life was further complicated by tumultuous relationships, worsening her situation. Although she attempted rehab and sought to revive her career, McCready struggled to find stability. Tragically, on February 17, 2013, she took her own life at the age of 37. Leaving the music world in shock. Her heartbreaking story highlights the harsh realities behind the glitz and glamour of fame, underscoring the urgent need for mental health support and compassion for those battling addiction. Lonnie Willison, an actress and model best known for her roles in TV shows like Baywatch and Nash Bridges, was born on October 30, 1969 in Los Angeles, California. Once a familiar face in Hollywood, her life took a dramatic turn for the worse after a series of personal struggles led to her becoming homeless. Following a highly publicized divorce and a custody battle, she found herself living on the streets of Los Angeles in 2015. A far cry from her glamorous days on television. Her challenges worsened when she had to cope with a physical disability, making it nearly impossible to secure stable work. Despite facing numerous hardships, she bravely shared her experiences to raise awareness about homelessness and the need for better support systems. Her story is a powerful reminder of the resilience needed to overcome such difficulties and the compassion society must extend to those working to rebuild their lives. David Cassidy, born on April 12, 1950 in New York City, became a beloved teen idol in the 1970s thanks to his role as Keith Partridge on The Partridge Family and hits like I Think I Love You. His charm and talent brought him global fame, but behind the spotlight, Cassidy struggled with the pressures of stardom. The constant scrutiny led him down a path of alcohol and drug addiction, compounded by poor financial management, which ultimately left him bankrupt. By 2010, he was living in a rented apartment in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, struggling to pay bills and was eventually evicted, forced to live in his car. Despite his efforts to rebuild his career, His battles with addiction and financial instability had a profound impact on his mental health. Cassidy openly spoke about the shame he felt in his circumstances. He passed away on November 21, 2017, leaving behind a bittersweet legacy that highlighted the hidden struggles of fame and the urgent need for support for those fighting addiction and homelessness. His life demonstrates that even the biggest stars can face harsh realities. His story may serve as a reminder of how important it is to offer compassion and understanding for those dealing with their personal battles. If this story moved you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more emotional and eye-opening journeys of Hollywood stars. Stanley Kirk Burrell, better known as MC Hammer, was the king of rap in the late 1980s and early 1990s with hit songs like You Can't Touch This and Have You Seen Her. At the peak of his career, he earned around $33 million per year. But his extravagant lifestyle, with luxury cars, multiple mansions, a private jet, and an entourage of over 200 people, led to financial ruin. In 1996, he filed for bankruptcy with over $14 million in debt, and by 2011, his former mansion in Fremont, California, was seized and auctioned for just $1.3 million. Despite the loss of his fortune, MC Hammer did not give up. He transitioned into business, launching a record label and digital media company while actively engaging in charitable work. Today, he continues to work in both business and entertainment, though on a smaller scale. Willie Ames, born on July 15, 1960 in Newport Beach, California, became a teen idol in the 1970s through his role on the television series 8 is Enough. Despite early fame, Ames faced serious personal struggles. As his career slowed in the 1980s, he turned to drugs and alcohol to cope, leading to a downward spiral of addiction, legal troubles, and financial difficulties. By 2007, Ames had become homeless, living on the streets of Vancouver. However, he was determined to rebuild his life. He sought help from a local shelter, attended support meetings, and gradually began volunteering to help others. His resilience allowed him to become a counselor and motivational speaker, sharing his story of redemption. Later, he wrote a memoir titled Grace is Gone, detailing his journey from fame to homelessness and back. Amy's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the support needed to overcome life's darkest moments. Natasha Lyonne, born on April 4, 1979 in New York City, is best known for her standout roles in Orange is the New Black and Russian Doll. She began her acting career as a child with films like Heartburn and Dennis the Menace, but her off-screen life was far from glamorous. As a teenager, she struggled with addiction driven by the pressures of early fame and family issues, which led to multiple arrests and rehab stays. In 2005, she became homeless on the streets of New York. Determined to turn her life around, Lyonne sought help from a shelter and support groups, gradually rebuilding her career with small roles until her breakthrough in Orange is the New Black. Today, she is also a writer and director, openly using her platform to advocate for recovery and support for the homeless. What do you find most inspiring about her journey? Marvin Gaye, born Marvin Pence Gaye Jr. on April 2, 1939 in Washington, D.C., was a legendary soul singer who helped define the Motown era with hits like What's Going On and Sexual Healing. His smooth voice and socially conscious lyrics made him one of the best-selling artists of all time. However, behind his success, Gaye struggled with personal battles including addiction, poor financial management, and periods of homelessness, all of which strained his relationships and led to legal troubles. His life was marked by a troubled marriage and deep conflicts with his family. Tragically, on April 1st, 1984, just one day before his 45th birthday, Gaye was shot and killed by his father after a heated argument. This shocking event devastated fans around the world, cutting short the life of a musical legend. Despite his tragic end, Gaye's music continues to influence and inspire artists, securing his legacy as a true icon in the world of soul and R&B music. Lisa Robin Kelly, born on March 5, 1970 in Southington, Connecticut, became a familiar face on television with her role as the rebellious Lori Foreman on That 70s Show. Her portrayal of the mischievous older sister added charm and popularity to the show. However, behind her on-screen success, Kelly faced significant personal struggles. She battled addiction, which led to numerous legal issues, including arrests for drunk driving and assault. These problems severely impacted her career, making it difficult for her to secure steady roles in Hollywood. Tragically, Kelly passed away on August 15, 2013, at the age of 43 due to a drug overdose. Her sudden death shocked fans, who mourned not only the loss of a talented actress, but also gained a deeper understanding of the personal challenges she had faced throughout her life. Wesley Snipes, born on July 31, 1962 in Orlando, Florida, rose to fame in the 1990s with memorable roles in films like New Jack City and White Men Can't Jump, becoming one of Hollywood's top stars. However, his success was overshadowed by legal troubles when he was charged with tax evasion in 2008. After a public trial, Snipes was sentenced to 3 years in prison for failing to file tax returns. During his time behind bars, he focused on acting lessons and script writing, determined to return to his career. After being released in 2013, Snipes gradually returned to the entertainment industry, taking on roles in film and television. Despite the setbacks caused by legal issues, he demonstrated resilience and a strong will to rebuild his reputation. More than just an actor, Snipes is passionate about martial arts and sports, which contributed to the intensity of his action scenes. Despite facing challenges in both personal life and career, he has maintained the image of a strong and focused man, continuing to work on major projects and explore new roles. Rising from controversy, Snipes proved that perseverance and effort are never in vain, successfully reaffirming his place in the entertainment industry. Randy Quaid, born on October 1, 1950 in Houston, Texas, gained fame for his versatile acting in films like The Last Detail and the National Lampoon's Vacation series, earning critical acclaim for his performances. However, his life took a dramatic turn when he and his wife, Evie Quaid, became embroiled in a series of legal troubles. The couple was arrested multiple times for offenses such as theft, vandalism, and trespassing, claiming these incidents were part of a larger conspiracy they called the Hollywood Star Whackers. Their strange claims and erratic behavior drew media attention and raised concerns about their mental health. Although they fled to Canada seeking asylum, the Quaids continued to face legal issues, which completely overshadowed Randy's once promising acting career. Their story serves as a stark reminder of the darker side of fame and the urgent need for mental health support, even for those who once shone brightly in the spotlight. John Drew Barrymore, born on June 4, 1932 in Los Angeles, California, was a member of the legendary Barrymore family and known for his roles in films such as While the City Sleeps and Thunderbirds. With both talent and prestigious lineage, he had the potential for great success in Hollywood. However, despite his promising start, Barrymore's life was plagued by struggles with addiction and personal turmoil. His battles with drugs led to multiple arrests, and his strained personal relationships further obscured his acting career. Stepping out from under the shadow of his famous family proved to be a significant challenge, made even harder by his inner struggles. He sadly passed away on November 29, 2004, at the age of 72. Barrymore's story serves as a poignant reminder of the intense pressures of fame and the critical need for support in addressing addiction and mental health, especially for those born into the spotlight of Hollywood. Danny Bonaduce, born on August 13, 1959 in Broomall, Pennsylvania, became a household name for his role as Danny Partridge in the hit TV show The Partridge Family in the 1970s. Despite achieving fame at a young age, Bonaduce's life was marked by significant challenges, including struggles with addiction and financial failures that led to bankruptcy and even homelessness. Legal troubles and tumultuous relationships further deepened his struggles. However, Bonaduce showed remarkable resilience and eventually found stability, finding success as a radio host and occasionally acting in films. His story is one of overcoming adversity and reinventing himself after personal and professional setbacks. Did you grow up watching The Partridge Family? Drop a comment below and let us know what part of Danny's journey surprised or inspired you most. Amanda Peterson, born on July 8, 1971 in Greeley, Colorado, gained widespread fame for her role as Cindy Mancini in the 1987 romantic comedy Can't Buy Me Love, alongside Patrick Dempsey. As the charming cheerleader, Peterson quickly became one of the beloved teen idols of the era. However, behind the glittering fame, she struggled with addiction and mental health issues, which eventually led her to step away from the entertainment industry. Tragically, on July 3, 2015, just days before her 44th birthday, Peterson passed away from a drug overdose. Her untimely death serves as a heartbreaking reminder of the devastating effects of addiction and mental health challenges, particularly for young stars who face the intense pressures of fame. Fans mourned the loss of a talented actress with a bright future that was tragically cut short. Corey Haim, born Corey Ian Haim on December 23, 1971 in Toronto, Canada, became a beloved teen idol in the 1980s, known for his roles in films like Lucas, The Lost Boys, and License to Drive, often starring alongside his close friend Corey Feldman. With his charming looks and natural talent, Haim won the hearts of audiences everywhere. However, behind the glittering fame, Haim struggled with substance abuse from a young age. His addiction led to setbacks in his career, financial instability, and a tarnished reputation in Hollywood. Despite multiple attempts to revive his career, his personal battles continued to haunt him. Tragically, Haim passed away on March 10, 2010, at the age of 38 due to pneumonia, with substance abuse contributing to his declining health. His sudden death left fans and the entertainment industry reflecting on the tragic cost of addiction, a powerful cautionary tale about the intense pressures of fame and the dangers of substance abuse. James Eugene Jim Carrey, born on January 17, 1962 in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada, became a household name with his witty humor in films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. His physical comedy and uniquely expressive facial features captivated audiences worldwide. However, behind the laughter, Carrey faced deep personal struggles, including a long battle with depression and the emotional pain of losing his ex-girlfriend, experiences that led him to reevaluate the meaning of fame and material success. Today, Carey focuses on his mental well-being, living a quiet life centered around painting and creative pursuits. While he occasionally takes on acting roles, his primary priority is now personal happiness and inner peace. Which Jim Carrey performance made you laugh the hardest? Share your favorite moment in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more revealing stories behind Hollywood's biggest stars. Brett Butler, the star of the hit sitcom Grace Under Fire from 1993 to 1998, captivated audiences with her portrayal of Grace Kelly, a strong and resilient single mother. While she received critical acclaim for her performance, Butler's success was overshadowed by personal struggles. She battled addiction, financial troubles, and erratic behavior, which ultimately led to her departure from the show and damaged her reputation in Hollywood. After hitting rock bottom, she experienced homelessness and continued to struggle with substance abuse. However, Butler eventually sought treatment and began her journey to recovery. Today, she is gradually rebuilding her life, making occasional appearances on television and in film. Fans admire her resilience, praising her courage in the face of adversity and her determination to overcome life's challenges. Gary Coleman, born on February 8, 1968 in Zion, Illinois, became a beloved child star for his role as Arnold Jackson in the iconic sitcom Different Strokes from 1978 to 1986. His signature catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" made him a household name and earned him millions of fans around the world. However, despite his early fame, Coleman faced numerous struggles in his adult life. He dealt with financial difficulties, legal battles with his parents, and former managers over mismanagement of his earnings, and struggled to secure steady roles after the show ended. Although he tried his hand in various fields, none of his ventures brought lasting success. Tragically, Coleman passed away on May 28, 2010, at the age of 42 from a brain hemorrhage. His unexpected death saddened fans who remembered him not only for his iconic television role, but also for the personal hardships he endured behind the scenes. Aaron Carter, born on December 7, 1987 in Tampa, Florida, rose to fame as a pop and hip-hop sensation in the late 1990s with hits like Aaron's Party, Come Get It, and I Want Candy. As a teen idol, he amassed a massive fan following and quickly became a household name. However, his life behind the scenes was filled with turbulence. Carter battled substance abuse, mental health challenges, and legal troubles, all of which took a significant toll on both his career and personal life. In recent years, he publicly shared his struggles and actively sought treatment and support. Despite his efforts to turn his life around, he continued to face financial difficulties, legal disputes, and eventually bankruptcy. Tragically, on November 5, 2022, Aaron Carter passed away at the age of 34 from drowning after inhaling gas and consuming alprazolam. His unexpected death stands as a heartbreaking reminder of the harsh realities faced by young stars and highlights the urgent need for mental health support and addiction recovery programs. Todd Bridges, known for his role as Willis Jackson in the beloved sitcom Different Strokes, 1978 to 1986, became a household name for portraying the protective older brother to Gary Coleman's character. However, behind the spotlight, Bridges faced severe personal struggles, including addiction that began in his teen years and extended well into adulthood. His substance abuse led to numerous legal troubles and even time in prison. Determined to turn his life around, Bridges eventually sought help and began his journey to recovery. Today, he is a vocal advocate for addiction recovery and mental health, openly sharing his story to inspire others. He continues to act in films and television while using his platform to encourage those battling similar challenges to seek support. Bridges' resilience and dedication to positive change have earned him widespread admiration, proving the strength it takes to overcome life's darkest moments. Iran Barkley, nicknamed The Blade, was a nightmare in the boxing ring during the 1980s and 1990s. He won championship titles in 3 different weight classes and earned millions of dollars throughout his successful career. However, after retiring, those millions quickly disappeared. Lavish spending on cars, jewelry, and fur coats drained his finances, and soon this former champion was facing homelessness. At one point, Barkley had to sleep on the subway with nowhere else to go. A brief attempt to return to the ring in the 2000s failed, and when reporters found him, he was living in a cheap hotel in the Bronx. Since then, little has been heard about him, but it seems Barkley is no longer homeless thanks to support from family and friends. His story serves as a powerful reminder of how quickly fortune can fade, even for those who once stood at the top of the sports world. Adele, born on May 5, 1988 in London, England, is one of the most celebrated singers and songwriters in the world. With her emotionally powerful voice and distinctive musical style, she has captured the hearts of millions through heartfelt ballads like Someone Like You and Hello. Adele quickly became a global music icon, selling millions of records and earning prestigious accolades, including multiple Grammy Awards and an Oscar. But her career is not only defined by her vocal talent, it is also marked by a deeply personal journey of overcoming adversity. Adele has openly shared her struggles, from personal loss and health challenges to changes in her physical appearance. In recent years, she embraced a major lifestyle shift, focusing on weight loss and physical wellness, which has inspired countless fans around the world. Yet despite the transformation, Adele emphasizes that mental health and self-confidence remain her top priorities. Her story stands as a powerful testament to resilience and courage, overcoming hardship and emerging stronger to become one of her generation's most gifted artists. The stories of these 25 stars who faced homelessness remind us that fame doesn't shield anyone from life's toughest battles. If you found these stories moving, please like, share, and subscribe to spread the message, support those in need, and keep the conversation alive. Which story touched you the most? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.